Howdy folks, Stock here with Last Best Tool, and this is the Element Fire Extinguisher. Really kind of an unusual one. You probably need college chemistry to actually understand how the thing works. But I've shied away from them in the past simply because of, well, one, it's hard to believe it's as effective as it is given how it works and its size, and the second thing is it's expensive. So how expensive? Well, there are two models here. This is a 100-second runtime. It's about $120, and this here is the 50-second runtime, and this one costs about $90, 80 to 90. That's a lot of dollars considering, you know, for $15 to $50 you can get into the kind of the classic kitties or other fire extinguishers. However, look how small and light this is. It's made in Italy. It's an unusual one in that couple things. One is it's like a giant kind of a match. It's got a striking plate or spot on top and a striker here, so you'd run this part across this just like a match, and then this starts a chemical reaction inside. It fights the fire on two fronts basically. The first is it starves the fire of oxygen by having an oxygen binding agent inside this thing, and then it also, through the potassium ions somehow, I don't know, that's where the college chemistry comes in. It's been a while, but basically it prevents the oxidation process from being successful. And it gets very hot because you've got a chemical reaction going on in here. It's good for wood, coal, trash fires, as well as flammable liquids and gases, and electrical fires, and cooking oil and grease fires. So that's pretty amazing, given that some of these, like this one here, is good for liquids and electrical. This one here, ABC, adds the combustible material in with that. So something like this seems to do it all. It's very light. There are various mounting options. This one came with clamps. You can get them in different sheaths. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. A lot of these we use them on, in the backcountry. You'll find them on side-by-sides. People carry them, ATVs, motorcycles, things like that, because they're so effective but so small, just so expensive. However, the other day I was thinking about it because we have some fires, obviously, a lot of fires going on, a lot of places have smoke, but if you are ever in a situation where you, say, pull off the road and you've got a hot catalytic converter, or exhaust system, or using a chainsaw, or anything where a fire could start, you've got to get on the fire right away. Or inside anything, an RV, a camper, a pickup truck. A lot of sports cars are carrying these now. Brakes can get really hot. Or I don't know how they work on lithium fires. Probably should best get away from those. But that's got me curious too, because so much of our stuff now could burst into flames. Maybe you got to wait till it's over, it's burned, and then you attack the fire. But anyway, I've decided to add these to my outdoor gear simply because I do have fire extinguishers, but often they are not as convenient as they should be, and they're heavy. These do take another learning curve, basically, that you are going to remember how to start this, how to hold it here so you don't burn your hand, and then how to actually use it. There are lots of videos of them active online. 50 seconds is a long time, especially compared to a traditional fire extinguisher, but once they're going, you use them essentially about the same as you would a traditional fire extinguisher, except this is producing more of it almost is like bear spray in some ways. You're producing kind of a jet of the fire suppressant that comes out of these things, but it doesn't have near the oomph, the force here. So if you haven't been trained on how to use a fire extinguisher, a lot of people point it either at the flames and of course miss everything, or if it's in a trash can or something, they point it straight down, and then of course it blows everything out of the trash can, meaning now the fire is spreading. But anyway, so there is a little bit better performance that way here, in that it doesn't have such a violent jet, and you get that long run time. So anyone that's actually tried to use these for an actual fire, they go pretty quick. As far as cleanup and mess, apparently it's not bad and it's non-toxic. You know, it's again getting into that, you know, it's almost like the perfect thing except for the price. But anyway, if you didn't know about these things, you should look into them just to be aware. You know, maybe it'll gnaw on you and you'll finally get them. But as far as the price, you're paying about $30 more for twice the run time. Does that matter? Well, 50 seconds is already quite a while. 100 seconds, you know, that's over a minute and a half. That is a lot. So, you know, you kind of weigh the pros and cons. But either way, I think especially in the world today where it's, you know, there's so much dry stuff, so easy to get a fire going. Really, this is essential. Throw it in there with my flashlight and my pocket knife and my Leatherman. And with that, Doc out.